What's going on, you guys? I'm just gonna have a seat. Okay, so if you don't know who I am, I'm Jay Pritzy, and I just decided to do another video. If you haven't seen my if you haven't watched my DD's haul, please check that out. I just recently did one, just a few items, okay? Well, I purchased this shirt. Oh, it made my arm look a little slim. Yes. Okay, this is one of the shirts. I don't know, the tag is still in here. Let me pop the tag. Oh, I hope my wig don't fall off. Yeah, $9.99 for it. Okay. And I'm feeling it. I decided that, the shirt that I had on earlier, the little polka dot shirt, it was blending with the wall, and so that wasn't my great choice. But I'm just rambling on. I'm just going to get into what this topic is about. This topic is about manifestation, and I just wanted to share a quick story with you guys. On today, I was sharing it with my friends and everything else, but the mind is everything. And a lot of times, as the world keeps evolving and everything else, our attention span seems to be absorbed really quick with other stuff. Like, 5 seconds, I could be on this. 3 more seconds, I could be on that. So I just realized how you have to find, I want to say, center yourself and get clarity, especially within your mind. So, and think positive, and that's where I'm coming from. I really don't know what this topic will be about, but I just know that I wanted to share something with you guys that actually happened. So, I just been basically working on myself because every day is a new day, and you have to. I want to say you have to protect your mind, what you feed in it and everything else. And so I just been paying attention more and more of what have I been telling myself, what I allow to come in my mind and all of this other stuff. So I was like, you know what? Since I'm paying attention and I'm aware, I'm gonna feed my mind with positive things, and try to shift things for a different, atmosphere for myself. So while I've been trying to work on myself and everything else, I'm just gonna say, like, today, I woke up. Well, before that night, let me just say this. I know that I had to go into the office. And with me, when I know I have to go in the office on a Wednesday, I just get real, like, cluttered in my mind. Like, oh my God, I got to get ready for this and that or whatever. Hopefully I can make it. I just put all of these negative things in my mind about preparing to go in the office, because it's levels to preparing myself to go in the office to work. So I'm thinking of traffic. I'm just having all this negative buildup. Okay, so what ended up happening? There was heavy fog. It was heavy traffic. And I didn't get to work until 2 hours later. Okay, so when I walked in, the shift, it was just, the atmosphere was just, I wasn't feeling it. And I don't think my coworkers was feeling me either. Okay, but I sat at my desk for a minute, and one thing that I do like about going into the office and working with great coworkers of mine is that I can't stay in that state for too long. So I just said a quick little prayer to myself and was like, you know what? You're going to have a great day. Today is going to be a great day for you. Things are going to flow good for you. You're going to have a great day. Things are just working itself out for you. And I just kept putting that in my atmosphere, in my mind, that, let me change it. And that's a lot of times that we often have to do when we feel the negative vibes of, coming into our life. We have to change it. We have the power to change our mindset and what we feed to our minds. So as soon as I did that, I felt a shift that changed my energy. And then, my co-workers, they was coming up to me telling me good morning or whatever, and stuff like that. And I was so rude this morning. Like, somebody was like, hey Jay, and I was like, Like, cause I didn't want to be bothered, but I'm just so glad that, you know, they didn't judge me on it and snap back at me, cause they could have. And that's usually not me, you know? Not to say I don't have my off days or whatever, but to just be giving somebody the hand like that. Like, usually I try to be like, hey, whatever. So, anywho, what ended up happening was I went to Luby's and I took this ketchup off this lady's table, but I didn't know she was gonna sit there. But anywho, what I realized was that, you know, she was sitting there, but I did say excuse me when she was moving a little slow. She was a little elderly. And, you know, I just took the ketchup off of her table. And but I said, excuse me, you know, and I took the ketchup and everything and poured it in a container. I was frustrated because they didn't have no lid and they didn't have no ketchup packages or whatever. So what I end up doing, if you don't know what Louis is, it's like a comfort food restaurant, okay? So while I end up going out, I'm feeling good because they had $6 of balloon. So really I got like $2.50, I guess, off of my meal. So I'm feeling like, okay, the positive vibes are opening up. They opening up, you know? So after that, I took it off of her table, like I said, and I guess she felt some kind of way. And so she had the waitress to come over there and snatch the bottle. But I was done at this point. Now, it could go two ways. It could go good or bad. And that's me. I always try to think and process real quick on my feet. But because I don't want to, like, not to say shame myself or whatever, but you know how you be like, man, why did I overreact or something like that? So what I did was the girl snatched about it. I got my water bottle. She did like this. Like, she was already ready. Like, I get it. I know as a woman, how I look, you know, I probably look like I'm very sassy, you know, and I can be spicy. You know, I get that. But I know that the lady sent her over there, and you know, at this time the lady husband, I guess her sister-in-law, whoever these people were, they were a part of her family. And they were all looking and scrawling and, you know, looking at me and stuff like that. And so I waited to walk with the girl and you know, because I know she was walking off and I was walking with her. So I waited till we got right there in front of their table because I know people are nosy. So I told her, I say, look, I say, I was only instructed, I said, I was only doing what I was instructed to do about getting the ketchup off the table. I said, because you guys didn't have any packages of ketchup, you know. Which usually that's what I do, go to tables anyways. But this particular day I asked for the packages because I'm in a rush. I got to get back to work. So the girl, her attitude shifted. And she did like this. Because I was smiling. You know, I was very polite to her. And she was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it or whatever. So the people still scrawling. And you know what? I was just like, okay. You know, and I left. And I thought about it. And in my mind, I was like, I shouldn't tell anybody. I shouldn't, you know, whatever. I'm going to just leave it out there. You know, I'm just going to let it go. But I felt like I needed to come back and report to my friends exactly what happened. I'm like, you know, the old me would have been petty and snatched the bottle from the girl, dared her to take it from me, and I would have walked to the end, to the very near exit or where I was going, and leave it on the like this butler's table like they have out there, whatever. But I was like, I just didn't want to have that energy, you know? So that was so funny. You just know this, you always have the power to determine how you're gonna approach things, or you know, whatever that may come your way. You can't always control how it comes to you, but you could control the delivery from your tone and you know, stuff like that. So I went up, ate my lunch. Really, it wasn't even all that great that day or whatever, but I still wasn't tripping. So of course I go by my friend, well, I don't want to say my friend, my coworker. And, you know, I talked to her for a little bit and then I proceeded on to another coworker. And I was like, hey, you know, because she has this great coffee that I like. And she introduced me to it. And I was like, you know what, the next time I'm in the store, I would really love some of that coffee. I said, can I take a picture? I had my phone ready. And she went in her drawer. She said, you know what, Jay, you can have it. When I tell you it was a fresh box, hallelujah, somebody. It was a fresh box. And I was like, oh my God, you know. And the third thing that happened to me was I was at the vending machine looking for a snack, okay? Because I realized I'm here late. I have to make up my time, so I gotta make the best of it. So while I'm here, I really didn't enjoy my lunch, so let me just open up and just get into these white powder donuts. And with a Coke. You know, don't judge me. I know that's wrong. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. But that's what your girl was feeling, okay? So I'm at the vending machine, and the vending machine take credit cards, debit cards, all that other stuff. Because I usually don't keep change on me or nothing like that. So I was like, let me get this white powder donuts, and I'm getting into it. When I realized I swiped my credit card, I was like, well, I don't want my credit card on file with them, you know, whatever. So that's just in my mind. So I was like, I got my other card, my debit card. So I said, I'm going to put it on my debit card. Well, it didn't take, and I was like, why it's not taking? Now, remind you of this girl. See, it pays to be nice to people. If you just smile, hey, how you doing? It don't hurt because you just never know. So, she works like on the same floor with me or whatever. And she was behind me. And she was like, I'm here for a snack too. What you getting? I said, well, I'm trying to get it out, but my card is not taken. So she said, well, which one is it? So I say 132. So she saw it because you know how they have the number on the vending machine and everything else. And so it was $1.25. She passed me $1.25. She said, here you go. And I was like, oh, thank you. So I went on to the Coke machine. And so when I went to the Coke machine, it took my card. And I was like, see, that's so weird. That's what I was telling her, whatever. And I say, hey, you going to be here tomorrow? Because, you know, I don't know. Some people work from home. Their days are different and all this other stuff. So she was like, yeah. And she thought about it. She said, girl, you don't have to pay me back. She said, no. And I say, oh, thank you. See, sometimes, you know, the old me would have been like, nah, I gotta repay you back. I gotta repay you back. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pay it forward. That's what I'm gonna do. So she said, I don't have to pay her back. I'm gonna pay it forward for somebody else, you know? And I just want to share that with you guys because remember, I was not having such the great day because of my mindset. But when I shift to a different mindset and I told myself that I was going to have a good day, you know, things began to come my way. Even though there was a little hiccup in the road, but I was still able to press on and I still had control over it because the old me, it would have made my day. Have you ever just had one little thing, one little incident that probably have happened and it just shifted your whole day, your whole mind? You just can't get past it. You mad all through the day, but I was like, I already put it in the atmosphere that I'm gonna have a good day. So I'm gonna have to move on with it, you know? And I was just so grateful for that because it just made me feel like, you know, I'm just so grateful that I don't even want to tear up, you know, because one of my greatest, I want to say my closest cousin ended up getting in an accident today, and it really messed up his car. And even though I was having a good day, he ended up sending me this news, and I was just like, oh my God. And when I talked to him to see the condition his car was in, you know, he was able to walk away from that. And I told him, I say, hey, do you have, he was like, I'm in pain. I say, you know what, but you have, he was like, my car. I say, it's okay. You have your life. I say, you have your toes, your fingers, your ears, your eyes. I say, they didn't have to cut off 3 fingers. They didn't have to cut off 2 toes. They didn't have to amputate your leg. They didn't have to do any of those things. You was able to walk out of that. He was like, you know what, Jay, you're right. And so even though there was another hiccup in the road or whatever, I'm just glad that I was able to see him. He was smiling. I was smiling. We cracked a few jokes. And he was able to go home even though he's in pain, but he's okay. He's here. And I say that to say all of this. Life is so precious. And the little moments are the biggest moments. We're so busy going through our day, our day-to-day things, and it's like, you know, don't worry about yesterday, don't worry about the future, be in the present, because often we miss the present at this time. You know, you're not going to get this time back, so enjoy it as much as you can. And that's what I want to leave with you guys, J Loves. Still growing the channel, trying to get it to 2,000. And I'm still going to do a giveaway. I know I don't say it often in my other videos or whatever, but I just want to let you guys know that spread love, spread joy, spread peace. You never know. And who needs it, you know? It doesn't cost anything to smile and to be kind. It doesn't cost anything to have peace. It doesn't cost anything to have joy, because guess what? It starts right here and right here. And that's all I have for you guys right now. And I just want to tell you guys, be blessed. I want to hear from you all. Let me know. Share a story with me, your manifestations or whatever. And I am starting to up my manifestation journal again. So I will be sharing some things with you guys. So stay tuned. But until then, like I say, I want to hear from you guys. Send me some comments and stuff like that. But hopefully everybody has a great day. And I'm gone. Peace. Y'all gonna see me get up, okay? I'm so bullied. But you know what? I love it. It's raw and uncut.